All right, hello, my name is Maverick Collins. This is my video submission for exercise 5 for CST-105. And so we were tasked with creating this what do you call it? Class that would take a input file with a jumbled string, and it would then output or with a non-jumbled string, and it would output the file to a jumbled string. So let's take a look at our data, and we are given a string called life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all. So I created a text file. Not sure why this is stuck in a JUnit. I just deleted a unit test that was not in there by mistake, but it still compiles. So please don't mind that. I'm not sure why that subfolder is there. Anyhow, so yeah, let's just get right into the class itself. So I created a class called FileRead that's going to read in a file. It's going to be input data for this scenario. And it's going to have a couple methods attached to it. The first one, I thought to call it encrypt, since we are encrypting the, since we are encrypting the strings, right? We're parsing it. We're parsing it and making it jumbled. And so what I did was initialize these two new file and scanner variables. And then I created two arrays, a parsed array and a jumbled array. So the parsed array is, parsed via a white space. And then we opened up the file writer because we wanted to output the encrypted data into a text file. So what I did was just create a while loop that has while the scanner has the next line. So it's going to run until it gets to the end of this line. It's going to go through this while loop, and it's going to set that string variable to this next line. It's then going to take that string and it's going to insert it into each of these arrays, the parsed array and the jumbled array, as we initialized here. And this just delimits, I had to look this up, this rejects white space library. We haven't learned it, but I learned that we can use it as a delimiter through my research. And it's going to add it into the string or into the arrays. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to have, because we wanted it to output here, we have the output here. We wanted to output each line with the normal input and then the encrypted output side by side. So I also have it outputting it to the console as well with, of course, the text file. And so here is the business logic. Now it's going to go through this for loop, and it's going to go till it gets to the very end of the array, right? And so what it's going to do is go through and we're going to reassign the jumbled string. So if the variable in jumbled string, in a jumbled string is even, then we're going to, I forgot the exact logic. What was it? Divide the length by 2, and then so bring the back 2 letters to the front. Is that what it was? It's been so long since I worked on this project. I did it like a week after it closed, and I was waiting for you guys to grade it. Anyhow, my apologies for having it done later than I should have, and it's late. But anyhow, so yeah, so basically, it's if the string is odd or even, we're gonna have two different if statements or conditions. So if it's even, we're going to, what we do, we took the jumbled string and we created, the substring. So we divided it by 2, right? The first half. That's right. I wanted to bring the first half to the front in front of the last half. And so that's what you see here. I got that mixed up. The back half in front of the front half, right? So for life, it's even. And so we're going to take that first substring or the last part of it, right? And this, where is it? Right here. So substring in, I'm creating this substring in, which is going to be 2, right? Jumbled string length divided by 2. It's going to concatenate it with the substrength of 0 to the end. So it's basically cutting that substring in half, and it's just going to be left with Li, right? But it's taking this bit and it's concatenating it with the first half of it. And the next conditional statement is using if it's odd. And if it's odd, we want to do pretty much the same thing. I forgot if there was anything different, even or odd. I don't think there was. I mean, the code looks pretty similar. Yeah, for some reason, I thought that we wanted to, second guessing myself here. For some reason, I thought we wanted to have 2 different. So if n has before, okay, yeah, they're doing the same thing. They're both going to the end of the word. He just wanted us to throw in a condition for if it's even or odd. So it's the same logic. It's the same code. We're just capturing whether a particular string is odd or even. So it is working, as you could see. So anyhow, excuse my long-winded explanation of the business logic here on this for loop. Anyhow, so while it's in this for loop, after it finishes its parsing and jumbling and encrypting the words and storing them back into the array, we're then going to output the arrays side by side. So with this simple, this assignment just wanted us to output it to excuse me, output text document, that's what this line is doing. And then we also have it going to the console, which is the exact same code, just a little different syntax for the new line as opposed to just a println for the console. And finally, we'll close the writer, we'll close the scanner, bada bing, bada boom, it's done. And if I open up this output data, there it is. It is working. And just to prove it's working, let's go ahead and delete it. Okay, run it. Maybe, please. Was working. Oh, to go actually into where is it? Not this folder, sorry. To prove it is working, we'll go into Eclipse, we'll go into exercises, exercise 5. Here we go. That's today. When I'm recording this, there it is. It is working. So it's outputting, it's taking every word in the input file, and then it's putting it into the array, and then it's printing it side by side with the encrypted array. As you can see here, second half of the word is going directly in front of the first half. For life, for is, for either, right? There it is for either. It's a hard one to look at. Daring, adventure, etc., etc. This was a fun project. I enjoyed working on it. It was a little tricky. Again, it's been a while since I took a look at it. I waited so long to do the video. Got it done well before spring break. And here we are on the last day of the submission. Classic Maverick. But anyhow, it was a great assignment. I enjoyed it. So yeah, think I utilized some good functionality. If I had to improve anything, uh, maybe just passing through one array as opposed to two somehow. And yeah, this seems like we don't need this, but in the requirements, it explicitly wanted this. I feel like we just get rid of this and just have this directly inside the, I guess we do need it for the odd because it's not going to capture, but we could just, yeah, I guess we do need it now that I'm thinking about it. But anyhow, it was a great assignment. Apologize for the long-wittedness and appreciate you guys bearing with me. Um, yeah, we'll see you in the next one for exercise 6. Thanks.